It is that time of week again. It's time to do some meal prepping. If you're interested in meal prep, hang around. Let's do it. Alright, y'all, first thing we're gonna make is a Mexican chorizo egg bake. I got this idea from Watch Autumn Keto. Autumn's looked so good, girl. So I'm kind of gonna copy what you did. At least I'm gonna try. I'm gonna cook off this chorizo. See if you can see that. Chorizo. Alright, cook that up. A dozen eggs. I got some fire roasted green chilies. It says they're hot and spicy, so we'll see. Hot and spicy chilies. So let's get making. God, why do I keep kicking everything? Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm falling all over myself. I'm just gonna get this chorizo cooked up and then we will throw together our casserole. I'll show it to you in a minute. This is 12 eggs, some heavy cream, probably about 1/4 of a cup. We're gonna beat this. Salt and pepper would be nice. Where's the salt and pepper? Alright, salt and pepper. I'm gonna add a little bit of hot sauce. Diced green chilies, and they're supposed to be spicy. It says they're fire roasted and hot and spicy green chilies. So we're gonna add that in, and then we're gonna add our chorizo in as soon as it is ready for us. All right, so our chorizo is just about done. It's looking really good. I'm gonna add a little bit of this seasoning blend. I get this at Walmart and I love these. So you could add spinach to this, it would be yummy, but this is just gonna be some peppers and onions. Add however much you want. I added about, I don't know, probably a little less than half the bag here. I'm gonna sweat these out for a second and then I'm gonna let these cool before I add them to the eggs. Let's get on to another part of meal prep while this does its job back here for me. All right, I am going to use some ham. This is some salami, pimento cheese. Some of these flat out rolls. Sweet little man, he's sick. I'm gonna take your temperature real quick. We're hoping his temperature is staying good and we're gonna be able to go to school tomorrow. His temperature has been staying 100 or less all day, so I think we're gonna get to go to school tomorrow. Cut the low carb wraps for her. So, they look like this. These are so good, y'all. I think they're good plain like this. It's like a regular wrap, but they are freaking delicious if you fry them up. Like if you did a wrap or a quesadilla type thing and then fried it, it crisps up beautifully. So it makes so many applications that you can do with this. You can make little egg rolls, you can make little crab pocket, Asian type crab ragoos, just all kinds of cool stuff. But we're just gonna use it for a regular wrap. And I am going to make hers ham and salami with cheese. And then I'm gonna give her some Thousand Island dressing in a little container for her to dip in because that's what she likes. My chorizo has cooled, y'all. So I'm and get our chorizo into the egg. Oh my gosh, y'all, this smells so good. I'm so excited to try this. Yum. All right, I'm gonna get this all stirred up, and then I'm gonna add just some cheese. This is cheese that I had shredded from a block. Just use however much you want, whatever you're feeling. You could measure it so that you could get your exact macros if you wanted, but I'm just kind of throwing this together, winging it a little bit. But I would say probably I'm going to use a cup of cheese total, and I will put down below approximate measurements. So if you want to make this, you can make pretty much this exact same thing. Get your 9x13 pan. You should spray this, but I'm completely out of spray. I should probably butter it. Let's butter it. Butter. So I just have some softened butter here, and I'm just gonna spread this all over. It will make it so much easier to clean up. So usually I use cooking spray, but I'm out, so butter is fun to play with. And now I have air. All right, let me wash these hands. Butter is not the easiest thing to wash off of your hands. All right, I'm just gonna pour this entire bake just slowly into here. Oh, that looks yummy. I'm gonna take a little bit more of the cheese and just sprinkle it over the top so there's nice melty cheese on top of each piece. Not too much, just some. Again, you could omit this. Also, you could do this in egg cups. A lot of times I do it in muffin cups instead of in this, but I wasn't feeling like it today. It makes it that much more portable. So if you would like to make it like so you could grab and go on the way out to work or something, making it in the muffin size cups makes a lot of sense. But we're gonna eat this here at the kitchen table, so we're gonna go with that. So here it is, and let's put it in the oven. I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. Forgot to turn the oven on again. We'll get there eventually. Okay. This Thousand Island dressing, obviously it'd be better to make your own and not have the soybean oil and the sugar and all that stuff. Sometimes good enough is good enough, right? So I just have these little cups, portion cups with lids. I will mark these down below in my Amazon store. If you're interested, it comes with 50 cups. I can't remember how much it was, but it was not expensive, and this way they can just throw them away. Originally I was filling up little washable cups, but you know, it's easier for them for lunches if they can just throw it away. So I know I probably should be conserving, but sometimes you gotta go with easy. So 4 days worth is what I'm prepping for instead of 5 days worth. But they always have money on their cards, and their school has like a salad bar. They can do like Caesar salads, or Caroline likes to get Caesar salad wraps. There's always some money on their cards for the days that either they forget to grab their lunch or I wasn't organized and didn't make them. Because y'all, if I don't make them ahead, I'm not a morning person. I'm not making them that morning. Like if they want to get up and make something that morning, that's fine. But this girl, this mama, not making them in the morning. I was always super bad at that. Before I meal prepped, it killed me every morning to make them. And I wanted to make them at night like the night before, but I'd be too tired and would be too busy. So this meal prepping thing has saved my life, literally, with as far as saving money too. Because eating at lunch every day at school, number one, it's not the healthiest choice ever for a lot of their choices. And number two, it's expensive. Put these in. Y'all, I had this cute idea to do Sharpie on their little oranges. Like I got 2 of them and then the Sharpie stopped working. I think, you know, lemon oil and orange oil, like citrus oils, help pull Sharpie off of things, like they clean things. So I think the essential oil in these oranges is making the Sharpie not work. So it was a good idea, but fail. Oh well. All right, here's our Mexican chorizo jalapeno bake. Doesn't that look good?
Smells good.
Thanks, Autumn, for this recipe. I'm so excited to try it.
Me too. Thanks, Autumn.
I'm gonna make some cookies, some pumpkin snickerdoodles. Let me see. RuledMe.com is the recipe. Keto pumpkin snickerdoodle cookies. Yay, sounds so good. All right, so you need almond flour, butter, baking powder, 1 egg, some pumpkin, and some gentle sweet is what I'm using. They called for erythritol, and then also some liquid stevia. I will tag the recipe down below. I'm not gonna give you exact measurements because when I make someone else's recipe, I totally want y'all to go to their site and check it out and not get it from me. So it will be down below. So let's get started. Let me get my recipe back. I have my wet ingredients, except for the egg. Let's add that egg. So this is the butter and the pumpkin and the liquid stevia and an egg. This has a little bit of vanilla in here too. I'm not sure if I said that. All right. So there's liquid. And then this is all of my dry ingredients. I like to sift it because almond flour and then also the granular sweeteners, the erythritol. I'm using Gentle Sweet, Trim Healthy Mama Gentle Sweet, but the recipe actually calls for erythritol. But see how it clumps? The erythritol and the almonds clump some, and I don't have a flour sifter, so I'm just using this. If you had a flour sifter, it might go a little faster, but work with what you got. Work with what you got, peeps. Just remember to turn my oven on. You always want to preheat so that you're not waiting on the oven, it's waiting on you. I forget that all the time. All the freaking time. So eventually it gets down and you just see all these little things. Those, you don't want all those balls in your cookies. There we go. They did not put any pumpkin pie spice in the actual cookie mix, which I didn't like. So I did add half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice to this. That's not in the recipe. So now I'm gonna add my wet, and we're just gonna stir this together until it's all mixed well. All right, this says I'm supposed to be able to roll these into balls. This is like completely wet. Did I miss something? Let's read that again. I did everything it said, y'all. There's no way I can roll these into balls. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more almond flour, I guess. Sift it in this big one because it'll just go faster. All right, so I'm basically adding a whole nother 1/4 of a cup now because I did half and then the other half. I wonder why. Ruled Me always has really good recipes, so I don't know. There, it's starting to get to a texture that I might be able to roll it now. They must have written it down wrong, y'all, because I've added a lot of almond flour and we're still not there yet. All right, I think I can roll them now. Here they are, y'all. They look like cookies. We'll see. Let's let them cool off. I almost forgot this next step. Dusting some confectioner swerve and pumpkin pie spice right over the top of the cookies. I guess that's what they do to make them snickerdoodles. Try these out. They're still a tiny bit warm, but we're gonna taste it. It's all right. Nothing special, like, at all. I would not recommend making these, but I will put the recipe down below because I said I would, but I don't know, they need to be sweeter or something. Not so great. Oh well. On to the next thing. Last thing I am making today, y'all, and then I am going to call it quits for meal prep this week. This is buffalo chicken dip. I make this every week, once or twice a week for the kids. It is a great snack for them, and sometimes they even will have it for a dinner. I get this chicken from Costco. It's just white meat chicken breast. I drain it, dump it in here. Then you just use your favorite hot sauce. Frank's Red Hot for us. I don't even measure this anymore, y'all, but I do have a recipe link for a buffalo chicken casserole that I will link down below. This is just ranch, buttermilk ranch from Penzeys. I will link down below my recipe. Originally, this recipe was for a buffalo chicken casserole. This is just 1 block of cream cheese. Literally, it was just cauliflower rice on the bottom that was already cooked and ready to go. And then I layered this dip mixed with some cheddar cheese on top of it and topped it with cheddar cheese and cooked it as a casserole. Super, super yummy. But the kids asked if I would just make it as a dip, and they love this stuff. They eat, like I said, 1 or 2 of these a week. That's it. It literally takes a couple minutes to put together, y'all. I make it just in the container that I'm gonna store it in, pop it in the fridge, 2 minutes, like literally 2 minutes, y'all. I'm gonna call it quits. I am not feeling like making anything else, so whatever else was on the list is just not gonna get done this week. Any little meal prep that you can get in, oh my gosh, y'all, it's such a lifesaver. You can do a huge long meal prep day and have food for the whole week, or you can do a short one and just set your lunches up, or your lunch and your breakfast up, and just do your dinners during the week. Thanks for watching, y'all. Any of you new to my channel, thank you for watching. I'm so glad to have you. Been watching for a while and hasn't subscribed, what are you doing? What you doing, girl? Subscribe, hit that notification bell. And also, y'all, I love when you comment. Please leave me a comment. I can get to know you and interact. I answer every single comment. Bye, y'all. Till next time.